one paradox. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock Johnson's career's in peril? Probably not. But what the heck is going on? Because if you would have looked at the internet 1 month ago, this video was coming out probably in December, end of December, around Christmas. If you were to look at the internet 1 month ago, you would have been convinced that The Rock is through in Hollywood. That guy, he's never making a movie again in this town. The Rock is through, people, I do tell you. But here's the thing. That's not the case. Amazon made this movie for, starring The Rock and Chris Evans, two of the biggest stars in the world. They made it for $230 million, and it tested so well with audiences, they decided to release it in theaters. They were originally planning to just make this movie for $230 million and have it just go straight onto Amazon Prime. It was just going to draw people onto the platform. They're expecting to spend $230 million and make $0 back from the movie theaters, not even put it in theaters, just make $230 million. But it tested well with audiences, so they threw it out into theaters. And guess what? They made about $170 million, almost all of the cost back. When they were planning on making $0, they made $170 million extra dollars on this movie out of nowhere. Yet everyone on the internet was going around claiming a massive failure. But why? Now, this is the red one conundrum. If I gave you an extra $170 million out of nowhere, would you go around telling everyone this was the worst day of your life or the best day of your life? This is the paradox. This is the conundrum. Why is this happening? Seriously, think about it. Why is this happening? And I'll tell you, it's one word, and boy, is it German. Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. The experience of pleasure or satisfaction derived from observing another person's misfortune or failure. Causes for this. Why is it going on? So why are people feeling this Schadenfreude or whatever the heck? I don't speak German. No hablo Alemania very well. I don't speak German very well. That was poor Spanish to say that I don't speak German very well, but Schadenfreude. Why is it coming up? Why are people feeling joy? They want to see The Rock. Our main man up here, why do they want to see movie star The Rock never loses a fight? Apparently it's in a contract. I don't know, but I haven't seen him lose a fight in a movie. Anyways, why do people want to see him lose? Maybe it's because they've never seen him lose a fight in a movie. But I get some other ideas too. And I'm assuming most of these are unconscious. People aren't actively thinking these things. It's just their lizard brain, the back of the brain telling them. But I believe, one, social comparison. People are jealous. The Rock is famous. The Rock's a nice guy. People like to think that if someone has more money than them or is more successful in a way that they value, that they've been struggling to reach and they're not reaching, well, they like to think, well, the reason they're more successful than me is because they're evil or they cheated or they did something bad or they lied. And so they want to see that person get knocked down a peg because I deserve to be up there. Why aren't they better? They're jealous of the other person's success. So that could be one reason. Another reason is justice. They could feel, there's rumors, apparently, this is what ChatGPT said. I haven't fact-checked it, but no, it had articles. I read them. Anyways, apparently people were saying The Rock is rude on set and The Rock's mean, but everyone says everyone's mean, so that I don't really weigh that too hardly. But some people might think, the Rock needs to be knocked down a peg and he deserves to lose because he's a meanie. Okay, sure. And the last one is in-group, out-group, just like sport teams, religion, politics, all of this stuff. I don't like the other guy. He's on the other team. I don't know what team The Rock's on, but apparently people don't like it. Anyways, how does Mr. The Rock solve this? Well, the answer may lie in his past. We're going to get into a little bit of fun, Mr. The Rock, the Dwayne, The Rock, the Dwayne Johnson history here, people. The Rock of Futures Past. That's a reference to X-Men Days of Future Past. You can see I've got a couple comic book things on the wall here. Anyways, The Rock of Futures Past. The Rock, then known as Rocky Maivia, joined Vince McMahon's World Wrestling Federation, then known as the WWF, presently known as the WWE, in the year 1996. And Mr. Rocky Maivia joined in the footsteps of his father, who was a wrestler. And they had a strong heritage for their culture. And so he came in as what was called a babyface, which is basically a classically good, upbeat, upstanding Boy Scout type of character. Think Superman. He's like, oh my gosh, golly, I'm a nice guy and I do the right thing. Or Captain America, I'm a nice guy. Rather than Iron Man, who's a little bit more like, hey, like I'm doing whatever I want, I don't really care. But a baby face in wrestling still is, and it's this idea of like, I'm just super good and I'm super nice and I'm cheery, and all I do is smile and shucks, I don't wish bad on anyone. That's what he came in as. He started as a baby face. But within 1 year, the crowd Schadenfreude towards the crowd's Schadenfreude, the crowd's level of Schadenfreude, wanting to see him get kicked down a notch because he's too goody two shoes, it becomes so intense that they started chanting, "Die, Rocky, die." So imagine this: you're The Rock, you're a nice guy, you're coming in, you're honoring your family's tradition. You're very proud of your family. You've worked all their way through Canadian football leagues to get here, and you're super proud. And you become like the champion. You get the belt, everything. And then within a year, all the crowds chant is "Die, die, die, Rocky, die. We hate you." So what do? Fed up, The Rock was born. The Rock turned heel. What is a heel? He went from a good guy, babyface, to a bad guy, a heel. A heel is like a dark character, like Lex Luthor, who hates Superman, or the Red Skull, a character that is pretty much just purely a bad person. Not like Deadpool, like, oh, maybe they're good, or Iron Man, where you're like, oh well, he sometimes he's like jerk. Like, no. Heels are like bad. You don't like me, I don't want you to like me, and the more you don't like me, the more I like you. Like, I like the fact that you don't like me. That's the idea of a heel. And so we can see a timeline of The Rock popping this on screen now. We can see this timeline here of The Rock flipping back and forth from babyface to heel in the WWE. But his most surprising return is his most recent one. Recently, The Rock returned to the WWE after the movie Black Adam came out, and he was not chosen to take over DC Studios. Instead, James Gunn was chosen to take over, and The Rock was thrust out of the kingdom. Now, I really liked Black Adam, so I was kind of like annoyed that it was like either you have The Rock as Black Adam or you don't. I really like Black Adam. I was like, this is the best movie I've seen in years, superhero movie wise. And so I'm like, okay, I hope James Gunn can do something good because I really like Black Adam. I was like, man, darn it. Anyways, it was hated on by a lot of people, everyone and their mother. They were hating on Black Adam. You go on the internet, everyone's like, I hate Black Adam. I like Black Adam. I was like, I don't know why. And they're like, I hate Black Adam. Blah, blah, blah. The Rock deserves to be knocked down a peg. And so he said, you know what? Screw it. I'm turning heel. He goes back to the WWE and he's a bad guy. He returns as his phenomenon, as his persona, Hollywood Rock. I'm going to pop it up on screen now. And you can see Hollywood Rock is a nasty character, and all he talks about is, I'm better than you, I got more money than you, I got more swagger than you, I'm an out-of-touch, egotistical, rude movie star, and this happened to great success. So what do I suggest? What's the solution to the Schadenfreude of the audience, of these people who want to see Red One fail, who want to see every movie he does fail, because The Rock keeps playing a good guy? The solution is The Rock starts taking roles as bad guys. He turns heel in the movies. He hasn't turned heel in the movies since, I think, like The Mummy in 2000 whatever, and The Rock has been a good guy in everything. I think he could turn heel and he could do this egotistical jerk characters. He could take all of the roles where he's like a jerk. He could be Lex Luthor. He could be Bane in a Batman movie. He could be Luigi, the guy who's accused of assassinating the United Healthcare CEO. Because you, Mr. The Rock Johnson, you rock, okay? So maybe, just maybe, I don't know. I'm just a guy spitting on a microphone. Maybe you turn heel in the movies. You start playing the bad guys. People want to see you get beat up a little. They want to see it. But then when you turn back and that's kind of what you did in the Fast and the Furious. You know, people thought you were too nice, but then you're like, I'm a morally dubious character. I'm fighting, Jason Statham. I'm fighting these people. And they go, okay, well, like, you're not getting too high on your high horse. So they want to hit you down. So maybe you do that. Maybe you do that because you did it in the WWE and you see it works there. I don't know, but Mr. Rock, this is for you to look at. But people, the whole point of this video is the red one conundrum. These people went on and said getting an extra 170 million, that's a failure. An extra 170 million you were planning on not having, you were totally fine. You were going and trying, you were totally like the 230 million completely gone. That doesn't even count. 170 out of nowhere just because The Rock, Chris Evans, I almost said Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, The Rock, and oh my God, the guy, he was in Whiplash, J. Jonah Jameson in the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. I'm forgetting his name. But the other actor, too, there's lots of big actors, but mainly The Rock and Chris Evans are so likable that an extra $170 million flopped out of nowhere, and people on the internet started crying, oh, this is a failure. I'm calling BS, people. I'm calling, you're jealous. You're jealous of The Rock, okay? And so, what does The Rock do? He says, screw you. Same thing you said last time. You said, die, Rocky, die. Now you're saying to his movies, die, Rock movie, die. What does The Rock do? He says, screw you. Anyways, thanks for watching. My name's Conroe Farrell. Subscribe if you like the video. Like if you like the video. Comment to help boost it in the algorithm. I have a rock band. I'm bringing back rock and roll. And, I host the Rock Show with Connor Farrell, so we got to talk about The Rock, ultimate rock star. But no, here's the reason I'm really talking about this. WWE and this whole thing of people, in culture and all this stuff, this is the star part of the equation, rock star, okay? Rock is the music part. That's the easy part. You can Google it. You can get an AI to do it. AI can't do star. AI can't cause drama. AI isn't a real person. People say AI is going to replace, musicians, yada, yada, yada. No, 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 no. People don't care about the best music. There needs to be the best combo of rock and star. And if you don't have the star part, you need to be a human to have the star part. Okay, this isn't something where you can have an AI model because it's just something good. They want an attractive person wearing the clothes. So if the person's real or fake doesn't matter. It's like, no. With music, they want to know there's a real person behind it for them to go see on tour, for them to be like, oh my God, who are they dating? Who are they going out with? So that's why we're talking about this, because this is all the consumer psychology, right? Now, I'm generally a nice guy, and I haven't seen many people hate me yet, kind of because I'm young and a little nasally, and that's what I'm assuming why. Anyways, but so far, it seems based off the comments, I'm fine to continue being a babyface. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to be babyface for now. But if you guys start shouting, die, Rocky, die, maybe I got to turn heel. I don't know. But that's the whole thing with all this, right? It's like everyone's missed out on the star part of the equation of rock star. Mr. Dwayne Johnson here is a good, steady case. So if you're a rock musician, if you're just a viewer of things, you need to pay attention. It's very important for you, okay? So thank you. Stick around. If you like to hear about rock music, you like to hear about culture, you like to hear about all these things, you like to find out stuff you never thought you knew about, and you want to be here at the ground floor. We're bringing back Rock Party, people, okay? Come, stick around, like, subscribe, share it to your friends, and if they were dunking on Red One, send this video to them and be like, guys, they made an extra 170 million when they weren't. Seriously, take that home with you. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.